Hello everyone, we are Team Xperia. Today we will present the internationalization strategy of PlayStation and describe the impact of the strategy to its selection system. This is the three parts of our presentation today. And the first part of our presentation is the history of the PlayStation. Sony launched the PlayStation 1 in 1994, which is a successful CD-ROM game console. It won the competition with the Nintendo AEC and the Sega Saturn. Then in 2000, Sony released the PlayStation 2. It's the best-selling console in history. And since then, Sony has continued to revamp the PlayStation platform. And it leads up to the popular PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5, which will be released later in this year. Now Lingrui will describe the internationalization strategy of PlayStation.
According to Bartlett, a transnational strategy features high global integration and local responsiveness. Companies can explore their resource in low-cost locations to achieve cost efficiency and decentralized innovation hubs to access the global latest technology. Meanwhile, transnational firms can endure flexibility with other resources to tailor to local needs. Sony aims to pursue a global localization strategy. It fulfills global concepts while meeting local needs. In line with this strategy, Sony Interactive Entertainment adopted a transnational strategy in the PlayStation business. In terms of the research and development of PlayStation, while based in Japan, Sony has set up research studios in the US and UK to leverage global developers. Different research studios based in 3 regions can collaborate readily. They incorporate various features and come up with a global decision that will be accepted around the world. In 2016, the restructuring of PlayStation business has enabled Sony to make the most of the talent, which are expected to render the latest development to Sony. Other research and development efforts have resulted in a standardized console with slightly regional differences. For example, in the Western version, the cross button means confirm and the circle button means exit. However, these in the Japanese version are the opposite. Sony has established 2 manufacturing sites in Japan and China respectively. By considering the cheap labor and developing costs, Sony outsourced its manufacturing site to a Chinese firm to assemble PlayStation products. On the other hand, Sony has also maintained its manufacturing site in Japan, which features articulate robots. Thus, they expect to render Sony the efficiency of assembly process. Now I pass the time to Ying.
Okay. To achieve high global integration, Sony PlayStation has strong cross-country network externalities, or more specifically, robust interoperability by applying identical hardware specification worldwide. Besides, enhancing customer experience due to the synergies within the group creates the value for the product. Apart from that, Sony has set the price Apart from that, to achieve high global integration, Sony PlayStation has strong cross-country network externalities, or more specifically, robust interoperability by applying identical hardware specification worldwide. Besides, enhancing customer experience due to the synergies within the group creates the value for the product. Apart from that, Sony set the price of PlayStation even lower than the product cost. For example, the sales price of the PlayStation 3 was $499 for the 20 gigabyte version and $599 for the 60 gigabyte version, while the production costs are $805 and $840. Last but not least, Sony's marketing cloud supports the promotion of PlayStation products due to the credibility to the retailers and gain better visibility on the shelves. Concerning local responsiveness, Sony's PlayStation has differentiated official PlayStation website in different markets. The Australian and US website have a similar style with a cleaner, let's call their homepage. However, the Japanese website is more informative with tightly packed text. It is primarily owed to the different cultural preferences in customer behavior. Sony's human resource management aligns to the local responsiveness by decentralizing the decision making and giving higher flexibility to local management. However, The high global integration is proven by the application of group-wide HR strategies and promotion of the intergroup alliance. For example, Sony hosts regular meetings among HR managers worldwide. One of the Sony's noticeable movement in 2020 is drastically infusing One Sony into performance evaluation system. Apart from that, Sony has designed training programs for employees from different backgrounds and skill sets to study. Then I will pass it to Chen to talk about the selection system.
Okay, for the selection system, it can be divided into 3 dimensions. We will start with the peer selection first. Regards to the peer selection dimension, our group believes that the main selector for Sony's PlayStation should be the game developers. One of the best examples for peer selection dimension can be developer kits that Sony provided to game developers. The kits is a tool for game developers to make games and port their games from other console platforms. It can help developers to make their games easier, and then there'll be more available games on their PlayStation platform. And the developer kits for Sony are called Orbis. Orbis kits can be a convenience tool for game developers to make their games for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. It can also be used to transplant games from other platforms to PlayStation. Also, due to the transnational strategy, Sony modified and localized the Orbis kits according to the user preference of local developers. It also provided a free version of Orbis kit to education institutions. Therefore, these developer-supported tools can motivate the game developers to choose PlayStation as their game developing platform and provide PlayStation with more available games. And besides this, Sony also cooperated with several game studios around the world to help them develop PlayStation exclusive games, like The Last of Us from the Naughty Dog studio and the God of War series from the Santa Monica studio. Both those enhancements of peer selection can attract more gamers to choose PlayStation. Then Dafeng will describe the market selection dimension for PlayStation.
Okay. As of the market selection segment, the customers are the selectors who are the most essential stakeholder of PlayStation. In the early stage of the PlayStation series, the PlayStation 1 introduced the CD-ROM to replace the traditional cartridge format. The new CD-ROM formats improved the convenience of storage, speed, and space. The early adopter strategy helps the PlayStation 1 to obtain the customer's recognition. It sells more than 100 million units compared with the Nintendo 64 with traditional cartridge storage. In the later developments of PlayStation, the customer's word-of-mouth selection on social media improves the exposure and the brand awareness globally. To align with the transnational strategy, the company has different accounts on various social media platforms, more than 19 million followers on Twitter and 18 million followers on Instagram. The connection with players and the potential customers in different countries helps the Sony company to meet the needs of customers and on designing and the game setting. Okay, next Ben will talk about the expert selection system.
About the expert selection system, ESL is the largest company that holds esports events. The company has 9.5 million users and nearly 250 million fans around the world. ESL selects the most popular video games to compete on different platforms, which they hold thousands of tournaments every year. Their objective is to advocate that video gaming can be a place where everybody can be somebody, giving dreams to each regular player. So what Sony did was they incorporated ESL tournaments to its PS4 system to connect with the rapid esports tide and to compete head-to-head with Xbox and Nintendo in this new sector as well. Partnering with ESL indicates that the gaming consoles are elevated into a new era by using the internet. It manifests that online social media and video game streaming are more and more important to gaming experience. With this partnership, PlayStation would be able to develop global network and local communities on its platform, meanwhile binding players together with Sony. As the video gaming industry prospers, the game athletes would become powerful influencers to the usual gamers to some extent, who Sony should grab a hold on to retain customers and its position. And that's all for our presentation. Thank you for watching.
Okay.